Hey there, Sagittarius, and welcome to your week of July 19th, 2021 tarot reading. About to hit you up with a general vibe card here. Then we're going to do a 4-card spread, past, present, future, and an outcome. Hopefully everything's going good for you, Sagittarius. But remember, these are general readings, so just take what resonates, leave the rest. Don't try to force anything, because forcing stuff goes bad. Kind of like forcing a fart can sometimes lead to poop. So we'll just keep that in mind. We'll get you your general vibe card here. And thank you all so much for being here. I appreciate it so much. So let's see what we got for you here. All right. We got the Brown Bear Spirit. Take time out is what the Brown Bear Spirit is saying. Time to take some time out, right? This week might be a me week, right? For you, Sagittarius. So, bears, they hibernate. They take some time for themselves. They, go away from the world in the winter. They're like, you know what? I'm just going to take some me time. I'm going to relax, recover. We'll come back at this later when it's a more ideal time for me. And that might be this for you this week. Maybe this is a week where you just need to take a couple days off from work or just have a break or go on vacation or something, right? So I like that. I think not enough is made of how we need to have consistent breaks in our lives from things, or at very least breaks when we absolutely need them. Sometimes people get a little too wrapped up in work. Like for myself, for instance, I definitely could take vacation a lot more through the year than I do. Instead, I kind of backloaded towards the end of the year, but that's just me. So we'll get you your spread here in just a second, Sagittarius. Before we do, you can leave a comment down below and let me know where in your chart you have Sagittarius. I always like to hear where my viewers are and what they, if you're cross-watching as well, you can let me know as well down below. I'm more than welcome to that too. So thank you all for being here, Sagittarius, or any cross-watchers, and let's get into the spread proper. All right, so in your past, Sagittarius, we got the Ace of Pentacles. I like the Ace of Pentacles. It's sort of the planning ace. The Ace of Pentacles sort of plans for success, right? Plans for abundance, right? You can see here the ace sort of has these mountains here in this archway, and that's to say that there are challenges ahead. But the Pentacles are the planning suit, right? They're generally the ones, they stick to a plan, right? The Page of Pentacles makes a really solid plan. The Knight of Pentacles follows a plan. He may go slow, but he does stick to it because he knows it's going to work, right? With the Ace of Pentacles, it's like you're making a plan for success and you're planning for the challenges that are going to come your way, so that way you can be ready for them when they get here, so that way you can have success more easily, or you can at least have success that is not necessarily guaranteed, but as close to it as you can get. So I like that a lot. So it seems like you've been doing some planning in your past, but in your present, we got the Five of Swords. Five of Swords is a card of utter defeat. Now, I don't usually like to see the Five of Swords because it can mean like you've been crushed, utterly beaten down, broken down. You got two people here. One guy's just like, oh, what was the point of that? I got beaten so easily. Another person is so upset they're crying because they've been defeated so easily. It can mean that, but I like it coming after the Ace of Pentacles. It means, I feel like your plan's going to be solid, right? It's going to be just a solid plan you've got in motion here. Maybe this is the time you're planning, right? You're planning to take some time off, and guess what? This just so happens to line up with like the busiest time at work, and you're like, haha, suckers, right? Like, I love it when that happens. Oh, I love it. Ah, jeez. I'm a little petty sometimes with that stuff, but like it just seems like you're planning to utterly crush something here. So I like that a lot. In your future, we have got Sagittarius. That is your card, the Temperance card. So that's really strong. Like I was saying, like you're planning to crush something utterly. And the Temperance card is saying, being your card, if you're new to tarot, some of the major arcana cards are representative of some of the zodiac signs. So for Sagittarius, your card is the Temperance card. Now the Temperance card can be a card of a balance, a little bit of harmony here. It can also be a mixing things, kind of alchemical stuff going on here. We're mixing the two cups together. It can represent, with that mixing part, of things you already have on hand, mixing them together to get something even greater, right? Sometimes I look at that, if it's a love reading, it's sort of like a relationship is two people mixing together to create an awesome relationship, something better than the two could ever accomplish on their own. But with this here, I like it because it's saying, I feel like you're just in a strong position. You're very balanced, harmonious, right? Maybe you're taking that time off to recharge and get that balance back into your life, right? So I like that. That's awesome. And for an outcome card, we got the Four of Pentacles showing up here. Four of Pentacles is all about doing things the safe way, you know, thinking inside the box. We're not going to take any risk here, you know, that kind of thing. Maybe with this time you're taking off, just don't do anything crazy, right? You know, maybe this is, like I say, it's just taking some time. It's just a recharge. It's just rest, recover, that kind of thing. Just taking some time for yourself, you know, indulge yourself, maybe, you know, you buy some snacks, binge a show, something like that, right? Nothing crazy like I'm gonna go rock climbing or something, right? Because that's what some people do to unwind. Not me personally, but some people do rock climbing and extreme sports to unwind. But this is to say, maybe don't do that if you're into that this week. Maybe, like I say, maybe ride the couch this week instead. So I like that. So far, we're looking good. This looks like a nice relaxing week. We got a pop out for you already. Looks like a nice relaxing week. I could certainly do with one of them myself personally, but that's just me. So we're going to get to your clarifiers in just a second. But thank you all for being here, Sagittariuses. I appreciate it so much. You're taking whatever time out of your day or night to be here and spend it with me. Thank you so much for that. But we're going to get to your clarifiers here in just a second. But before we do, you can do all that wonderful stuff that helps out the channel, like liking, sharing, subscribing if you haven't already, hitting that bell icon too. You can also share the video and check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign videos too after this one and see what might all be coming for you in the week ahead. So without further ado, let's get, oh my lord, without further ado, let's get to your clarifiers, huh? So, clarifying the Ace of Pentacles, we got the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is the most sensual card in the deck. She's very much a motherly type, as all the queens are, but she's more concerned with your passions, your desires, right? That's the kind of thing. And like I said, she's very sensual as well. So if that is something you're planning on, you know, maybe a nice romantic getaway with your partner this week, I wouldn't mind that. That would be nice. That sounds lovely. The Queen of Wands also isn't worried about little fickle things, right? You see there's a black cat here in the corner, and generally, you know, black cat walks across your path. It's bad luck, oh no. But with the Queen of Wands, she doesn't worry about that kind of stuff. It's just superstition. Don't worry about that. That has no effect on my life. You know, higher powers and stuff don't control the Queen of Wands' life. She controls her own. So I like that. It seems like I say, you're preparing for something. Like I said, maybe a romantic getaway with your partner. It could also be you're just very much in a place where you're planning, but you're not worrying about like the stuff that like people are like, oh no, what are you going to do when this happens or that happens? You're like, yeah, whatever. Like that doesn't matter. That doesn't concern me. I ain't worried about that. Clarifying the Five of Swords, we got the Tower. The Tower is a big change, right? A lot of people look at the Tower in a bad way, but the Tower is a card of change, right? And change has to happen, right? We can't live dull, stagnant lives all the time, right? So I feel like this is maybe a change in your mindset, right? Maybe you're thinking more like, I need to do these kind of weekends, these kind of weeks, whatever, more often, right? So I like that a lot. That's awesome. Just some sort of change here. Again, I think it's with your mindset more than anything. Clarifying the Temperance card, we got the Eight of Wands popping up. Eight of Wands is a card of quick success, fast success, quick, passionate communication coming in, as well as just quick news coming in as well. So I like that a lot. Clarifying your card, Temperance, just means like maybe you're quickly going to come into your power here. Once you get on the relaxed train here, it's going to be quickly like, oh yeah, I'm feeling great already. Like I'm so glad to be out of that hellhole, right? So I like that a lot. That's really awesome. And it may be like I say, like maybe this is a romantic getaway you're planning with your partner, and it's just like this is quickly going to move into this, right? It's going to quickly move into some good recharging and good feeling with them. So I like that. That's awesome. And lastly, clarifying the Four of Pentacles, we got the Hangman, and wasn't I just talking about stagnation a second ago? With the Hangman here, he is a card representing stagnation, as he is just hanging around here. But with the Hangman as well, it is a card of new perspective. And was I not talking also with the Tower card about a change in your mindset? So maybe after this weekend's over, you gain some enlightenment. You're like, I'm we need to do that more often. Maybe I just need to spend some time with my partner more often. Maybe that's what this reading is. Maybe less about vacation time, taking some me time, and it's more about spending more time and getting away more with your partner. We've been cooped up for so long with lockdowns and things like that, that maybe it's a good time to start getting out there and spending some time trying to catch up on lost time with your loved ones. So I like that a lot. That's really awesome, Sagittarius. Again, thank you so much for everyone being here. I appreciate it so much. That's all I got for you this week. So remember, you can always do all that stuff down below. Helps out the channel, liking, subscribing, sharing, checking out your other videos, your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus videos. If you don't do all that, if you do that, I appreciate it. If you don't, I appreciate you just spending the time with me. And I hope to see you, Sagittarius, in the next video.